Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Pistons. Explosive. The only way you can describe Donovan Mitchell. Looking to leave his mark as they ready themselves for action at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Pistons, Cavs, up next. Back in a moment. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the end with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college. But a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again." Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Two outstanding teams we're going to see moments from now, Doris.
And Kevin, this is not just a regular season game on the schedule. The fans are ready for this. The players understand. Listen, we've got two quality teams, potentially could meet in the postseason. Hoo-hoo-hoo, look out tonight.
And look how excited you are. Your notes, you're standing on your feet. You're right with them. I love it.
I can't wait.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Doumbouya is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Murray in at the one spot. And for Cleveland, Markkanen is out there with Gobert. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Simmons in at the point. Now here's Markkanen. Passes it to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Simmons. Fires the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Detroit. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Beal, the pass to Markkanen. Back to Beal. Fires from the wing. Rebound by the Pistons. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And there it is for him.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards. The pass to Gobert. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
And it's Mitchell missing.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Here's Isaac. That one, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
At the elbow, it's Simmons. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Puts it up from 12. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Out of bounds, Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. From deep, Giannis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Beal. Wide open look. And he drops that one in.
Well, this is what you love about Bradley Beal. He doesn't have to dominate the basketball. Just get him a shot in the flow of the offense.
Out left to the wing. Murray against Simmons. Ayton with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get the rebound. 4 seconds left, and the dunk by Giannis.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Doumbouya, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point game. Mitchell against Beal. And Gobert kicks to Beal. 5 to shoot. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I'll tell you, it's not just the jumper you've got to concern yourself where Bradley Beal is concerned. How about that finish?
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Now Clarkson following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Clarkson on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. They get it back. Hernan Gomez.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Brooks misses. Cavaliers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Morrison the pass to Hernan Gomez. And Simmons kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Haynes. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Morrison can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
There's Jackson with the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Morrison. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
The Pistons shooting an impressive 60% early. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
To the paint. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Adebayo kicks to Brooks. Pass to Windler. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Pass to Morrison. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Cleveland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. The Pistons leading. Now here's Murray. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Windler. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Murray outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And here's Clarkson. After oh, my goodness! What a play!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 3. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the second free throw, good. Detroit's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Windler, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Windler's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Fast break Detroit. Jackson's got the ball, and the shot goes down. And it's a 7-point Piston lead.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Pistons on top, leading by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Simmons. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Morrison in at the 3, the small forward.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Windler with the bucket. Windler's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Doumbouya is checked in for Detroit. DeJounte Murray comes in for Murray. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Doumbouya. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Cleveland. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Well, Bradley Beal has turned himself into more than just a perimeter shooter. This guy can go off the dribble drive. He can score at the rack. That's nice.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Here's Doumbouya, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And it's Simmons penetrating. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
Isaac's checked in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Pistons, Andre Ayton's checked in for Adebayo. Giannis comes in for Jackson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Dylan Brooks.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Here's the hook. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 18 points in the game.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Doumbouya. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Simmons passes to Gobert. He dishes it to Markkanen. The shot comes out, and Detroit the other way now. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Markkanen from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left side wing. Here's Doumbouya. And the 3 off target.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter. And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Ayton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
And he's good on the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Simmons against Murray. Simmons inside. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And Simmons has got the ball here for Cleveland. 8-point game.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
Now here's Simmons. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Showing off the hook shot. And it's now 23 points for Ben Simmons.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
For Cleveland, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. That free throw missing.
You know, the amazing thing to me is as much as Bradley Beal has turned into a complete player, for a guy who entered as simply a jump shooter, I think there's even another level he can get to. Detroit making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Now here's Murray. He has 5. He kicks it to Doumbouya. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Morrison's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo, leading by 5.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. Windler, the pass to Murray. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Murray. And it's now 23 points for Giannis. Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Count that one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. And Simmons kicks to Markkanen. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Here's Windler. Again, the Pistons good for 2. 1:32 left in the first half. Simmons against Murray. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Detroit. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Windler. Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Simmons kicks to Morrison. Ball's knocked loose. Markkanen passes to Morrison. Detroit with the rebound.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now Simmons, 25 points in the game. Kicks it to Clarkson. Outside, Markkanen. No good on the three.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Ayton throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And now the Pistons fast break. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Pistons lead by 17. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. There was a lot. And that does it for our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Ayton. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Murray. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Doumbouya in at the 3 spot. Back to Simmons. Five on the clock. Outside, Markkanen. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Simmons dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's why Gobert is such a high percentage scorer. He finds a way to finish with that great length.
Murray kicks to Doumbouya. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Simmons passes to Beal. Here's Isaac. Stolen by Doumbouya. Now Detroit moving it up. Murray with the ball. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Ben Simmons. So for the Pistons, Adebayo is checked in for Ayton. Jackson comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Donovan Mitchell. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Here's Doumbouya. A three-pointer off the mark.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it's blocked. And here comes Detroit again with the fast break. Dishes to Murray. Pass to Doumbouya. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 14 points for Sekou Doumbouya.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Gobert, the pass to Haynes. And the rejection by Jackson. They get it back. Beal against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And another shot. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. It's Beal on the wing. Brooks covering. Brooks against Beal. Leans from outside, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle. Stolen by Brooks. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Simmons. For the finish. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
So both teams making some changes here. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Clarkson, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist in the game.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Murray, no good.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Got a piece of it. Here's Clarkson. He has 6. Haynes passes to Morrison. Cans the shot from the wing. Morrison's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Cleveland. They're on an 11-3 run. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Markkanen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Detroit also making some changes. Ayton comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Jackson. Cleveland moving it around. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Windler. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Haynes passes to Markkanen. Here's Morrison, covered by Giannis. And it's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Cavaliers shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Some solid defense from Ayton. Out to the wing. Here's Windler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Pistons have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Simmons got 30.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Simmons has got the ball here for Cleveland. Simmons is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Haynes in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Passes it to Haynes. Here's Morrison. That 3 off the mark. Detroit leading by 23. For 3, Murray, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one back.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Giannis. Here's Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Beals checked in for Clarkson. Simmons against Murray. And stolen by Murray. Fast break Detroit. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Murray. And that's now 33 points for Giannis.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. It's all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game, but because that 3-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Isaac's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Doumbouya's checked in, and Sekou Doumbouya is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Beal gets a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Excellent awareness from DeAndre Ayton. I love him setting up his teammates.
The Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
A different look now for Cleveland. Felicia's checked in for Gobert. Stanley Johnson comes in for Markkanen. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. Detroit also making some changes. Stevenson's checked in, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Mitchell. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
And Cleveland making a change here. Kerr's checked in, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That's good from Dumboya. Markkanen, he's checked in for Cleveland. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
That's good from Dumboya. Good on both.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Simmons passes to Beal. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Adebayo kicks to Dumboya. The Pistons rebound, and Antetokounmpo.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And the jam by Dumboya.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, yes.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Murray's checked in for Murray. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this: the NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Dumboya. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Dumboya's got 10 points in the quarter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Simmons passes to Beal. Inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
Pass to Adebayo. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Dumboya can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And Simmons slams it in.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Simmons passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Clarkson. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And this is what the coaches want to see more of from Willie, attacking the rim with big-time attitude.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Archie Diacono kicks to Brooks. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Chandler against Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Now the pass to Archie Diacono. There's three-pointers off the mark. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And that one's good, Ayton.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And there's the call on Ryan Arcidiacono. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Kerr's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Ayton, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the call on Ryan Arcidiacono. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Here's Ayton. Good. Nice job down low.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Kerr. Now here's Chandler. Fader on the way. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all